Welcome to one of the most remarkable land offerings in Morgan County, Ohio. Nestled in the rolling Appalachian foothills along State Route 376 and Williams Road, this stunning 127-acre property has been freshly surveyed and divided into 6 individual tracts, each one a unique opportunity in some of the finest land southeastern Ohio has to offer. Creeks, young timber, open pasture, ponds, building sites, and world-class hunting. 6 tracts, 6 opportunities. Let's take a look. Parcel 1, 13.5 acres, right along Williams Road. And if you've been dreaming about building a home in the country, this is your tract. You've got beautiful open pasture with that gentle Appalachian roll to it, sitting between 860 and 920 feet of elevation. Perfect ground to sit a house up on a slight rise and look out over the countryside every morning. The water on this tract is something special. 2 creeks wind through the property and come together toward the right side, running water that draws wildlife year-round. White-tailed deer, wild turkey, songbirds, they all follow the creek. About 1.5 acres of dense timber lines the edges, giving you just enough privacy and natural character without a heavy clearing job before you build. Road access off Williams Road. Electric available at the road. Open ground ready to go. Parcel 1 at 13.5 acres is the perfect blend of convenience, privacy, and natural beauty. This one won't last long. Moving right along to Parcel 2, 14 acres of wide open field ground. And if you love open sky and usable land, this tract is going to stop you cold. This is predominantly open pasture, flat to gently rolling, ready to use from day one without clearing a single tree. The building sites here are excellent. You've got room to set a home exactly where you want it, close to the road for convenience, or set back for privacy and views. There is not a bad building site on this entire tract. Water runs along the right boundary line, a creek that defines the edge of your property without interrupting your open ground. That's the best possible way to have creek access. The openness also means great conditions for a garden, a food plot, a small pasture operation, or simply the freedom to use this land your way. Williams Road frontage, electric at the road, and 14 acres of some of the most versatile open field ground in this offering. A blank canvas ready for your vision. Parcel 3, 19 acres of mixed terrain. And this is where the variety really starts to shine. You've got open pasture ground, scattered timber throughout, and then as you move toward the right border of the property, the tree coverage builds into a solid wooded edge that creates natural privacy and frames this land beautifully. The building sites here are genuinely flexible. Want long views across the open field? You've got that. Want to tuck a home up near the timber for shade and seclusion? You've got that too. On 19 acres with this much variety, you have real choices about how you use your ground. The terrain rolls gently through the 880 to 940-foot elevation range, enough character to make the land feel alive without creating any building challenges. And that wooded border along the right side creates natural edge habitat, exactly the transition zone white-tailed deer love to travel. 19 acres of variety and versatility along Williams Road. For the buyer who wants options, Parcel 3 delivers. Parcel 4, 15 acres. And this is where the character of this offering takes a hard turn into timber country. This tract is predominantly wooded, mature mixed hardwoods covering the majority of the property, and that timber is an immediate ready-to-hunt asset. Black oak, white oak, hickory, the mast-producing species that white-tailed deer depend on. When acorns start dropping in October, this is exactly where the deer are going to be. What makes Parcel 4 truly unique is the road frontage. This is the only tract in the first 4 parcels with frontage on both Williams Road and State Route 376. 2 access points, 2 road options. That dual accessibility adds tremendous practical value and flexibility for how you develop and use this land. Building sites exist here too. Carve a home site right out of the timber, and you've got a private hunting retreat that people would drive hours for. 15 wooded acres with dual road access in one of Ohio's top whitetail counties. Parcel 4 is a serious piece of ground. Parcel 5, 41 acres, and this is the flagship of the entire offering. This is the one that stops people cold. You've got direct frontage on State Route 376 with a gated entrance, immediate privacy and security right at the road. Inside that gate, 41 acres of mature hardwood timber, open pasture, and dramatic terrain climbing from 920 feet up to over 1,000 feet of elevation. Ridges, hollows, and transition zones that make for outstanding hunting and spectacular building sites. The water on this tract is exceptional. A private pond sits right in the heart of the property, fed by a creek. A second creek runs along the back edge. 2 water sources, a private pond, and heavy timber. This is a wildlife magnet. Trophy whitetail deer, turkey, waterfowl, all of it on your 41 acres. Build overlooking the pond. Hunt the ridges. Come through your own gate. Parcel 5 at 41 acres is an opportunity that simply does not come around every day. Parcel 6, 24.5 acres of pure, private, deep woods Ohio land. And this tract has a character all its own. This is the kind of ground that serious outdoorsmen and nature lovers search for their entire lives. Mature hardwood timber as far as the eye can see, established trails winding through the property, and an atmosphere of complete seclusion that you simply cannot put a price on. State Route 376 frontage puts paved road access right at your door, and there's a beautiful building site right along the road. Set a cabin or a home right in the timber with the convenience of a state route out front. Head back into the property and you'll find an open field clearing in the interior, a natural, private home site surrounded by mature woods on all sides, your own hidden corner of Morgan County. The highest elevation in the entire offering, over 1,120 feet, puts you on prime ridge ground where mature whitetail bucks call home all season long, trails through the timber, privacy all around. Parcel 6 is a dream for the outdoorsman ready to make it their own. 6 parcels, 127 acres, 6 completely different opportunities, all in one extraordinary corner of Morgan County, Ohio. Surrounded by Burr Oak State Park, Wayne National Forest, the wilds, and over 54,000 acres of the Appalachian Hills Wildlife Area right across the road. This is the front porch to the great outdoors. Properties like this don't last long in Morgan County. To schedule a showing or learn more, call Land Sales today at 740-350-6225 or visit mmlandsales.com to see this listing and everything else we have available. Your piece of Ohio is waiting.